Hello and welcome to the ADHD Focus Zone. It is 5 to 10 p.m. and I thought I'd do a last minute mindful um, flower arranging live session with you guys. Basically, my sister dropped these off and I thought they're too good not to film, so I'm going to film it. And the point of this session is just to be super mindful, to be around nature, and I think flower arranging can be quite a fun task because it's semi-creative. You're working with nature, so yeah, let's get to it. I don't want to take up anyone's time for too long because I'm very conscious it's literally bedtime for most people now. So let's start. First, I'm going to open up the flowers. And if anyone's wondering where I am in the house, this is the dining room. So it's back of the house. Right, let's get these out. So the next step would be to I'm gonna go through them one by one, and with a pair of secateurs, I'm gonna cut them at 45-degree angles because I want them basically to be in here, but at the moment they're quite tall. So I want to take about that much off, so it's like further down. So let's do that first. So I'm doing it at a 45-degree angle. And let's see how that looks. Yeah, it's probably a bit too short, but you know what, we'll make it work. So I'm just gonna take off the stems there, a bit more off there. Let's kind of clean it up a bit. Maybe, because you don't really need as much leafage when you're doing loads of stems. I'm gonna go with that length. I'm gonna use the cutoff just to be my measurement device. And then again, I'm doing it at 45-degree angle, so voila. And then we're taking off literally all the leaf foliage. We don't need that much. That'll do. And there we go. We're getting there. I'm probably going to block my view. So sorry about that. But you don't need to see my face. So yeah, we're just going to do that again. Oh, I should try and just do it on, yeah. Then just take off the foliage, or the leafage. I might just put one on there. There we go. And just like build it up really. I might put this in your direction. I'm going to pivot it slightly because it is literally just blocking me now. I'm not going to add the water until I'm happy with the final look. Just do it there. Yeah. Yeah, once I'm happy with the final look, I'll add the water in. So yeah, 45-degree angle. Take off the foliage. And this is just like a really fun and relaxing task, guys. And yeah, that can go in there. So maybe I want a bit of yellow on that side now because it's getting quite heavy. In fact, I might bring this one a bit further down. So there's kind of a little layering effect going on. With this one, I'm going to go a bit in. Yeah, let's go 45. So if anyone's wondering what is 45, 45 is 90. That's 90, that's 45. Let's take that off. Right, I'm happy with that. The leaves are a bit wet, but never mind. So I'm going red, yellow, I think. I'm going to do the next red one. Are they red? They're more like pink, aren't they? So the next one would be about there. take off all the foliage. I'm going to keep 2 at the top. I feel like 2 at the top is the most sensible way of doing this. It's getting a bit messy, guys, so I'm going to move everything there to the front of the table. There we go, that looks nice. Okay, so we've got quite a few more to go through. I will leave one of the cuttings so I can actually use it as a measurement device. 45. Leafage. I'm gonna just leave one on there. It's really nice, bit of yellow and red in there. I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to do that in the middle. No, it doesn't want to stay in the middle. Yeah, that'll do. I should have really had that higher. What if I move that one there and then that one in the middle? Ooh, I've just messed it up, haven't I? There we go, that works. Okay. How many more? I've got loads more. Loads more. I'm going to get rid of the wrapper because it's just not nice. Not nice. Okay, so we got a bit of, I don't know what this is called, but I was watching The Apprentice the other day and they had a flower task and I thought, oh, that's fun. I should, I would quite like to be a florist. I feel like being a florist is just like really mindful, you know, being with nature and all the greenery. I'm going to go 1 here. And I saw this thing, did I see on Stacey Solomon? Like if you spin it, the rose, it's not really working, is it? No, it's not working. Okay, so I'm going to do that. There. I might tweak this later. What else we got? We got a yellow one now. Let's do that. Again, 45 degrees. So that's 90, that's 45. Yeah, oh, just dropped it in the rose water. Right, leafage. Gonna keep 1. I'm gonna put this on that side because that side's looking a bit lonely. That's perfect. And then a few more. Let's use that as a measurement device. 45 degrees. Leafage. I'm assuming leafage is French for leaf. And then I think we can keep those. And then I'm just going to stick that at an angle there. I've gone too short with some of them. I really should do a few long ones because it's looking lonely up top. So this is like what I've been doing. So really I should just do a bit of that. So I'm going to go about there. So that's 90. That's 45. Okay. Good. Just remove the leafage. Oops, I've completely removed the leafage from this one by mistake, but I'm gonna do that centerpiece now because that looks fun. Okay, we've got 3 more roses left. Again, I'm going less on the stem because I want these to be the hero pieces in the middle. So 45 degrees, 90, 45, down, leafage. I'm going to keep the leafage on this one. I'm just going to straighten it out a bit. And that can go in the middle. Cool. And then we've got 2 more left. Again, I love these ones. They're like a little bit yellow, a little bit red. So I definitely want these in the middle. We're going to go again, less height. So I'm going to use this as small one, more height, so less off the stem. So we're going to 90, that's 45. Timber. There we go, leafage. leafage, and then we'll keep the top bits because it fills in the bouquet. And then final one, again, same bit over there, 45 degrees, so that's 90, that's 45, timber. And then take off the stems. Yeah, I think with the ADHD, being around greenery or doing green stuff like this really helps. I'm just gonna do the final one. Just make sure they kind of, oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely stunning if I don't share my shelf. And then this little filler thing, the filler, I don't know where to put this. I might put this in the middle, just because, and I'm still gonna do a little 45-degree angle and just fill it in like that. That's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you to my sister for bringing them over. I don't know whether there's too much greenery there. Should I take that off? What do you guys think? I'll just give it a 360 spin. I like this angle, I think. Yeah, this angle's great. Cool. And then I just need to add the water and wherever the medicine that it comes with. Is that medicine? Would you call it flower? Flower medication? Oh, it'll be on there. There we go. What are the instructions for the flower medication? The instructions are... Oh, no. Absolutely none. Okay. So I'm just going to pour in the water. And it's room temperature water that I've left out for a while. And I'm going to put the rest in after I put the plant feed, because I just want it to dissolve properly. So I'm just going to snip it off there and then pour it in. And then last bit of water. Cool. So that is it for the flower arranging live session today. It's a bit impromptu. But that's me, impromptu all the way, because I'm ADHD, and when you're ADHD, you do things without planning them. So I'm just gonna tidy up once this is over. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a really restful Sunday evening, and I'll see you hopefully next weekend. You've been watching the ADHD Focus Zone, and we have focused a lovely floral display. Bye guys.